Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mighty and we're watching America's Next Top Model Cycle 1 Episode 3. We're just flying through the cycle, and what's really hard for me with this cycle is that I've never seen it, so I'm trying to not only give you my thoughts but also notice other random things that are going on the screen. And it's just like sometimes I'd be just watching my videos like, what was I even trying to say? Because there's so much going on. That's why my intros are kind of long, because I want to add the things that I missed last episode to this one in a way that makes a little bit more sense. And I know I said that I'm treating these people as characters, so if I'm treating this as a fake show, shouldn't I be treating the things that producers do as like part of the show too? But no, I'm looking at those as plot holes. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? So I just want to throw that in there. That's why I'm very focused on how the producers are setting these people up, because they're the reason why I have to look at these people as characters, because they manipulate every situation so heavily. I don't want to get bamboozled by them, basically. Okay, so last episode had a lot that I just did not like. We saw a runway, which cute. Nothing really specific to say about the runways because I don't know anything about runway for me to make any comments on it. What I will say is though, I'm going to try to focus a little bit more on the critique that they get in the challenges versus in judging, because as we know, it's super conflicting most of the time. We also had Elise say in her confessionals and interviews that she doesn't want to be here. This is also irrelevant to her. Like, it doesn't even matter. Just eliminate her. Out of nowhere, she's like, well, the girls are like thinking that I'm like saying that, but really I'm taking it a little bit more serious. So in my head, I'm wondering, well, how they're gonna know that you're not taking this serious if you're just telling us? If I'm a competitor alongside you and you're saying that you're not taking it serious, I'm gonna see when we do our challenges together that you are taking it serious. So what's the point in that? You only have basically like 1 week to be able to bamboozle everyone, and then after that they're gonna catch on to your game. They're trying to paint her as if she is smarter than everyone, but she said herself, this is not a show that requires being smarter than anybody. A higher outside force gets to decide your fate, not each other. And then her rant where she came at everybody's neck for no damn reason, and she came off super entitled. She had this ego about her because what? You're applying to medical school? You're 20. How are you even, like, even if you graduated early, did you take your MCAT yet? I don't know. This is like 2003, so I don't even know what the criteria was to get into medical school. If it's anything like today, you have to finish your undergrad, do the whole MCAT thing that takes months and months to study for. She said that she was applying to it, so she has not gotten in, but then when she was talking to Jay, she was like, if this doesn't work out, I'm going to medical school in the fall. She's super confident that she's just gonna get in. Aside from that though, for her to say like such mean, horrible things about all the other girls, just because they're not interested in the same type of things she's interested in, just made me not want to root for her literally at all. And then it's weird because after Adrian kind of said like, yeah, that prayer was so fucking stupid, then she started like kind of cozying up to Adrian and like actually having a conversation with her. But before that, she didn't even want to be in the same room as her. Like when Adrian sat on the bed with her, she got up and went to the confessional room to talk shit about everybody. She's a fat no for me. A fat no. I'm good. And I just was curious. I wanted to see if she like ever became a doctor. She never even went to medical school. All of that, I'm better than you because I'm gonna go to medical school and become a doctor, out the window. The reason I bring that up though is because while I was like just, did Elise ever become a doctor, I saw a thread of the magazine that they were modeling for last episode. Someone had the actual magazine that photo shoot was for, and the pictures in it were not the pictures that they chose. First of all, the pictures that they show on the show, I don't know why they just refuse to show us the full picture for all of them. Some of them maybe we see the full picture, but some of them we just see like a cropped version. Like I saw Tyra say that even though this is a men's magazine and we think that because of that we have to pose a certain way, make sure that you don't. But then the pictures that they actually chose were that of what she said not to do, especially Kissy's, because Kissy, the picture that they showed was just her like, this way. But then the picture that they put in the men's magazine was her like hands on the wall, ass out, and just, looking back at us. Clearly there was a desire for a certain type of picture. They're trying to portray it as if they have to be more modest than that. Because Katie was way too sexy, she got eliminated, even though that was the point of this magazine. Tyra always makes it a point that you have to kind of conform to what type of work you're doing. If you're doing catalog, you have to do more like, commercial type of thing. If you're doing high fashion, it's more sultry or whatever she'd be saying, more high fashion. And then when she was saying that she was on Sports Illustrated, she had to be more sexy and put her thumbs through her bikini. Why did they kick Katie off for doing exactly what she was supposed to do. And what's crazy is they used Katie twice. They used Katie and Nicole twice in the magazine. Katie, Nicole, and Tyra were all on the cover. So Katie was good enough to be on the cover of this magazine that everyone was posing for, but they eliminated her. And I guess it's because this is 2003, so they didn't expect me to be here, like, how many years? 20 years later, dissecting everything that they did wrong. I had no internet when I was younger, so I don't know what y'all were doing over there. I think I remember, though, when I would watch other reality TV shows, they would say the message board, so I think that's mostly the way, but there was no, like, Reddit to be like, look, I got the actual magazine. What the heck is all that? I can see why she got away with it for so long, but not anymore. They don't want America's Next Top Model to be portrayed as more sleazy men's magazine type of modeling. It's more high fashion because they're a top model. So I think that's why they made the excuse that they were going to eliminate Katie. But if that was the case, book better clients. Don't book a men's magazine and then complain that the girls are posing to men magazine-y. And I had hoped that this season would be a little more real, less produced, but I feel we've seen this scene before in probably every single season ever in the show. So it's just so weird that it's always been here, guys, and we've just never seen it. And we also had Miss Robin call Ebony like this basically demon child because she didn't want to go downstairs to give the girls who already left Tyra mail that production put out after they left. So I feel really bad that everyone ganged up on her when they really should have been ganging up on production. Like I said before, I'd be the worst fucking model ever on the show because I would look straight into the camera and be like, well, why was it put out after we left? Because imagine if they left without knowing that. They would have been there until 3 a.m. and then had to get up at 4 a.m. Probably still trashed from that night, and they would have all done horrible. So I think they really tried to sabotage some of the winners, but because of Robin, they weren't able to, and then they kind of turned it into, well, Ebony didn't even want to tell you guys, so she's the one who's actually trying to sabotage, like literally, like, get her. So I feel bad for Ebony. Would it have been nice if she had said, let's go tell them? Yes, but she's not obligated to do that. I don't think anyone even tried to hear her out after that, so who knows what her actual reasoning was. I'm just giving you, like, what could have been, and then censor up someone who's talking by singing, like, church songs, make it seem as if you're trying to rebuke some type of devil inside of her when all you're doing is just cutting someone off. The prayer was cute. I mean, it was cute that everyone participated even though they really didn't want to. I just think though, if you didn't want to, you could have just been like, nah, I'm good, instead of doing it and then talking bad about it afterwards. Like, at least why are you crying about it while you're in the prayer? And then afterwards you're like, that was so inappropriate. Why did we even do that? Why did you do that? I don't know. Why did you do that? Tell me. The last thing I want to point out is that the judging, like I said last time, is just all over the place. There's no structure to it. The judges are talking over each other. I can't even tell when, like, someone's being critiqued or being praised for whatever they're doing because they're all just, like, talking over each other, giving different types of things. It's just stupid. I'm sorry. I just had to get it all out there, and I feel like I'm gonna have to be doing this every single episode just to kind of recap. This one is called The Girl Gets Rushed to the Emergency Room. Oh no. This looks like I'm just drinking poison.
And Ebony tried to conceal Tyra mail from the group.
No, producers gave y'all Tyra mail after everyone left.
The girls put their sexuality on the line.
The sex appeal and stuff, that's just me.
Katie's overt sensuality hurt her, as she was the one asked to leave.
See how stupid that sounds, Tyra? Be sexy, but don't be too sexy, even though we're gonna put you on the cover because we think you're sexy. But not here, we're gonna send you home. So why are you being sexy in this sexy magazine? Oh, it gets me so mad.
There's gonna be elimination.
You've seen two, though.
Taking the competition a little bit too seriously, so I'm getting a certain just stressful vibe from her.
She gets me so tight. Like, you literally just said you were taking it serious, too.
I'm 22, I need to learn a little bit of independence, you know, and this is it.
Hey, Henry. It's
That's
me.
cute.
Hey, baby doll, it's me.
Oh, that's so shady. They're like, oh, learn independence, but all she's doing is calling him. It's weird that they're showing this. I'm suspicious about the fact that they're showing this.
And her team is gonna give you hair transformations. No one will walk out looking
Oh,
like what they want.
makeovers.
All right.
This was like the most fun episode, I think, because it was so grimy.
I think we need to give her a hair weave, sew in some locks, make her very sexy.
I was so excited because for so many years I've wanted to do this, but I just simply do not have the funds.
No weave for her, though.
My hair was jet black. It was nothing wrong with it being jet black.
Oh, she would not have survived later seasons. Because every single makeover thing in later seasons, one, didn't make sense, and it was solely just for, like, shock value.
We're going to straighten your hair.
I was kind of iffy about that.
Oh no, her curls.
Ebony, this little piece of hair right here, that extra little thing, gone.
Gone. Work me.
But for a men's magazine, I'm gonna give you the worst fucking wig I've ever seen.
So, I don't know. I was like, okay, well, how come mine's not all figured out?
It needs to have color, and I think all that straggly thing, some of that has to go.
Straggly thing. That is true. Why haven't you figured out, girly? Girly pop, you've had weeks to do this. It's probably just to like make them insecure. Why isn't mine figured out? And then they kind of have doubts about their position within the competition.
I'm offered a job and they want me to do something, I will most definitely do that. And in this situation, I'm just worried. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how far I'm going to make it, you know?
Very true.
So you don't think my hair should be one length?
No.
Giselle cried. Giselle whined.
Wasn't she the one also that was hating on the other girls because they were cold, and she was like, anything you want, I'll do it. But now you're sad because they layered your hair? Wild.
Everybody basically said they didn't know what to do.
Should we leave a little tough?
I didn't even like the way
They don't know what they're doing.
they were having conversations in front of me.
Should we write our name in there?
Yeah. Hey, not everybody can cut your hair. And you can always grow it back, so, you know, I plan on doing.
I would have left. That's so fucked up.
It's very long and pretty painful, but I don't like to show anybody I'm going through pain, so I didn't say anything.
Bro, I couldn't even get a weave. That shit would like tear my hair out of my head. Why are we giving it to these white girls with the thinnest hair ever? I feel like Tyra should have known that, or even the hairstylist should have known that. And it's really fucked up that they're putting these models through like pain solely for the show. I hate it.
Robin's been frustrated with her whole hair situation. She didn't
You cried.
lighten it up at all.
You cried.
Ever, ever, ever match your eyeshadow to your gown.
I mean, you can. Makeup kind of evolved into who cares about the rules, it doesn't matter. Coming from someone who used to literally put memes on my forehead.
Artist, you know, but I'm also very new to the game.
Well, that's great. So you've picked up some techniques. The
She's a
makeup
makeup
artist
artist?
is your last front to the world, so you never want to piss them off because they'll mess you up.
Why would they do that? I worked at Sephora. To be able to do makeup now in Sephora, you have to have a cosmetology license, but cosmetology focuses like mostly on hair. They maybe spend like a day or two on sanitation, like touching clients' faces. But other than that, from what I've been told from the people who have had the license and I've worked with, it's mostly hair stuff. So I used to do makeup because I actually knew how to do makeup, and a lot of my coworkers knew how to do makeup. But because none of us are interested in being like hairdressers, we never went to cosmetology school to get a license. And therefore, once they kind of rolled out the paid makeovers, we weren't allowed to do them legally because now they had to pay for that service. Before, you were just able to buy products that equaled the price of the service. So they had to hire like a bunch of new people who actually had licenses because none of us did. Not to be super, super mean, but they did not know how to do makeup. I'm not going to go too much into detail, but like it was literally like the ugliest makeup I've ever fucking seen in my life. Got to the point where like some of them just weren't even allowed to do makeup anymore. It was so bad. But regardless, when I saw that client, never did I think she's messed up. I would be like, damn, that makeup artist sucks. They should probably never touch anyone's face ever again. No one go to her. So why in a high stakes scenario such as modeling and like runway and all this stuff, why would a makeup artist purposely mess you up? They're not going to blame the model for the makeup. I know they try to say that they would blame the model for like bad photography, whatever, but like if there's one thing that they will not get blamed for is their makeup. Everyone knows it's a makeup artist, and then word's gonna get around that you did that person's makeup. No one's gonna want to book you. Stupid.
It is very upsetting to an African American woman to go into a salon and the person to do her hair incorrectly. It is very inappropriate. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Ebony, she just gets going and cannot stop. And it's a little bit weird.
You know what? That interview was also used for when they were doing the prayer, when she was trying to defend herself about the Tyra mail that she didn't want to tell anybody about. That same confessional was used for that. So it's possible that it could have been used when she was like kind of trying to give her point of view, trying to give Elise the benefit of the doubt here, that she wouldn't say that about somebody who is saying that they feel offended because she just got sent to a bunch of hairstylists who don't know how to do her hair, that did not take the time to learn about her hair. Just think of the reasons why that could be. I understand being like kind of grossed out by people who get offended about like literally the dumbest things ever, but this force to go here and not be able to go anywhere else. It's like really messed up on Tyra's part that she didn't bring somebody who actually knew what to do when it came to Ebony's hair. They brought someone in for the weave for Adrian's hair, because I'm sure that none of those women that were sitting there like, oh, should I carve my name into the side of her scalp? I'm sure none of them knew how to do a weave. Why didn't anybody care about her? Do you know? So for her to feel some type of way about that, I don't think it's wrong, and I would hope that Elise isn't the type of person that would hear that and, being as smart as she is, being the most intelligent person on this world, not understand that there's a much deeper layer to being upset when you are black and you get set somewhere and forced to get your hair done by someone who has never taken the time out of their day or for their career to learn about your type of hair. Tyra isn't like a modeling agency. She's claiming to be the one to create this model, so why wouldn't you take the time to make sure that it's done correctly?
It's very interesting. You would think that they would have one person there trained to do everything. The salon was beautiful, the makeup was fabulous, the people were great.
This wasn't even funny like in 2003. I was able to tolerate Robin, but I'm good off for her too.
I'm not happy with my hair. I would like, you know, albino prostitute.
But you got someone who knew how to do your hair.
My fears are being dependent on somebody else and maybe not doing what I want to do.
I miss him a lot.
Stop trying. Right.
Stop trying? It's so easy to be like the person on the outside to say that. It's really hard when you're that person, but you must grow.
You were talking about you didn't like your hair. You know what? Yes. If they wanted to shave a strip down the middle of your head,
That's what's fine, that's why.
That wasn't her problem with it.
and the same thing, Nicole, you were like, I can't have them take up my weave. I spent $1,500. You just told the world, if there was a huge hair company out there, we're not going to give that girl a $300,000 hair campaign because she doesn't want to take out her $1,500 weave.
No, she said she doesn't want to take it out for no damn reason.
This is a competition. Do you want to be a top model or you want to go home?
What about Giselle who cried? I guess they didn't really go that hard about makeovers this early on.
There is a big event tonight that can move one of you girls up in the modeling career.
Oh, really? I can't wait to see what it is. Okay, one person gets to go with them. Then they'll be like, oh, pick 5 other people.
Basically, being a makeup artist, I jumped around to different companies, trying to get, you know, different types of pieces of...
Do they have her shade?
Have a brush? Yeah. Okay. Get your brush. So I know it comes easier to me than it might come to the girls. Or brushing in a little bit. Yeah. Okay, you got it? Okay.
I thought she didn't want to help other people because it was a competition.
Let's pat them down now, because I know the ring, somebody's got a ring in their pocket.
He said that.
And prove that she really is rich.
She's actually shopping.
By pretty ostentatiously throwing down for that ostentatious pair of boots.
She just seems more stable with her life. These girls are like much younger. One's 18. Unless you're just like rich, you don't got it.
Hey, girls. Hi. Wow, you guys have been busy.
I'm so used to seeing him, I just realized that this is the first time we see him in this show. Same attitude from the beginning.
This is a competition. Just one winner gets to go to a really big, fabulous function tonight. Right, you're gonna have 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Imagine doing 10. Oh, this makeup took me like 40 and I don't even have eyelashes on. I guess it's supposed to be easier because they already have a base.
One.
Yeah,
right,
lashes.
Everything's gotta go down right now.
Perhaps a little smudge eyeliner.
Yeah, and one of the things I said is never match your outfit with your eyeshadow.
She's wearing white though.
Robin, this is pretty close. Given your mood yesterday.
Oh my gosh, she looks ghostly.
I honestly have to say, at least I think you won.
I was about to say that, I swear on everything. I feel like he was like, it's okay. Everyone else he was like, ew.
You get to choose 3 girls.
I told you guys.
To go with you.
There's gonna be one winner. Only one of you guys.
I'm not feeling very good.
What's going on here? What's exactly going on?
I don't want to go. I figure if I go and I feel sick while I'm there, so I'm not going to go and not feel good the whole time. You know what I mean?
So,
ooh, she is denying a prize. And he's like, oh, you're not gonna go? Oh, he's always been like this. He's just always trying to pressure these girls when they're saying no. Leave them alone. They don't want to go. If he found out that they were gonna go to that recording studio, he would be like, you're turning that down? Really? Are you sure?
If it had been me, I would have gone. No doubt, no second thought.
Too bad it wasn't you.
Well, if I'm cut this week because of this, then that's just silly.
So then it's silly and you go back home and you do what? Work at Burger King?
You know what? Okay. No, I'm not going.
Good for her. Because why is he talking to her like that?
Can you not talk to me about your eyelashes? I really don't care.
Whoa, dude, I'm sorry.
It was kind of dumb. In a way, I think she kind of wanted to go home and just call her boyfriend.
Whatever.
No, it's just like this whole bitchy attitude that Jay Manuel has had to be called out. And I'm so glad the first episode that he's in, it was called out. He always does this. He always makes it seem as if this is the only chance they're ever going to get. This show probably does worse for people's career than they think. He doesn't want their decision to offend Tyra.
You know, if you're Molly, you gotta be comfortable with your body, and here I am just boobs the entire time.
Did we just see her whole titty?
Are you just partying or what's the deal?
You're the one that needs to get a hold of me when you have a second. Let me know when I can call you.
I have called you every single day, 4 times a day for the last 6 days. Did you try to call me yesterday?
No.
Day before?
No.
Day before?
Oh, he's a shitty boyfriend. That's who you want to settle down and have babies with? Making this seem as if the reason why she's not in the competition is because of her boyfriend, but it's just because of the way Jay talked to her.
Don't act like you want me more.
No, if you act like I'm gonna hang up on you and say off.
Well, her boyfriend sucks.
Hey,
It's not even 6 a.m.
Good morning, wannabe models.
This would get me so mad because you can just tell me the night before so I can actually go to bed on time. I would be like, no. Yeah, they wouldn't like me in the show.
Robin was very, very, very late because she was primping herself in the mirror.
Did you just come in? Come here for a second. Have a seat against this wall for a second. Get into this position like this.
They're not late. You just came out of nowhere. They have no idea what's going on.
I think I show that I have a lot of drive, and I hope Miss Tyra and the rest see that.
Because you work out?
Have a seat right here. Do that now, okay? Push as hard as you can until you can't do anymore.
He like really tried to intimidate her. She didn't give a damn.
But, I don't know, just some of the stuff didn't really fly right with me.
He doesn't know what he's doing. He's just giving you shit to do.
She was lacking in her ability to do the exercises effectively. She was cheating on some of them.
What's the workout routine though? Fucking go on the wall and then do something with your arms?
All week, the girls have been learning about makeup, all facets of makeup.
Yeah, I don't know why, because they get their makeup done every single time.
And then as soon as you see it, try to be that person, be that.
We've brought models in from all over the world to be with us.
What if you're allergic?
I've never touched a snake before. I don't play with reptiles and, you know, amphibians and all that.
You have to believe it.
That makeup looks terrible. The contour is like down here.
Sell that picture gorgeously right here without going
No, you just wanted to do the most.
Through the camera lens.
Right there, okay, good. Almost like a bird.
Oh, I like her little look.
Her skin. I mean, you can fake it a little bit with retouching, but retouching's expensive.
That's so mean.
I'm never ever thinking that they would ever do anything like this. I mean, that's just, you know, weird.
It's just preposterous for no damn reason.
I was okay with having the snake around my neck.
It's a weird looking snake.
I don't want, you know, any of my decisions while I'm here to affect the outcome of whether or not I make it to the end.
She has a little tapey tape. Oh, we have enough money to retouch that out, but not Ebony.
They called it the Mask of Zorro. It was like purple, and it was cool. I look like the Hamburglar.
She's a funny gal.
Okay, snake!
Why is she doing makeup?
You're being eliminated, Nicole. That's what it means.
You're right. I'm not going nowhere. I still have 2 more weeks worth of clothes, baby.
No, she's going home. Oh, who's in the bottom? Nicole for sure, because she refused to go to the little prize. Nicole and Robin.
What? She's like, you haven't noticed she's been so quiet like for 3 hours.
No, Nicole and Ebony. Because they didn't like her makeup.
Baby. I go over and check on her, and she's in the bathroom, like, shivering and crying.
Oh my god, just overnight? If you were sick, you would be able to fight it off a lot easier if you actually had some type of sleep in you, but I have a very strong suspicion that they don't let these girls sleep. That's so you get real fucked up. I feel so bad.
But unfortunately, the judges came to the decision that if she was not present during the judging, she would be eliminated because it wouldn't be fair to the other girls that would be present.
But she still took, oh my god. You guys are basing this elimination off of the pictures that they took. She already took a picture. Like, how grimy is that? That's so ridiculous. That's probably why she's freaking out, because she's gonna get sent home because she got sick, like violently sick too.
I fully expected Adrian to be at the judging no matter how sick.
Elimination is at the same hotel. It's a hotel room.
So now you see this business is no gain. But now it's time to make
Nothing
our
got serious
third
about
cut
this
towards determining
episode.
who.
Oh, because you put a little snaky snake in their photo shoot.
extreme beauty, so we did it.
You're not always gonna have a great makeup artist like Jay, so you need to know how to do
Ooh,
all
the
different styles
voiceover.
of makeup.
You're going to have 20 minutes. You're each going to receive a copy of the photograph. We're going to judge to see who can get the closest.
But I'm sure you had all the time in the world on the photo shoot. Yeah, it has to be in the same hotel room. I mean, the same hotel, because they just like leave and come back.
My tummy just really hurts still, and
Damn,
I'm
she
really
had to do this
weak.
with.
I'm really proud of myself.
Yo, they suck. I hate them.
The fact of the matter is that you showed up is what it takes to be a model and a supermodel. Well done. I applaud that.
Oh yeah, I can't believe the face looks amazing.
She looks like she's in pain. They're like applauding her. How about you guys? I mean, didn't she say the judges and I came to the decision that if she doesn't show up, she's getting eliminated? Yeah, they better give her fucking good feedback.
Get out!
On the makeover day, we started putting in extensions.
I love the hair.
So when you're in the club, all the girls with the hair weave raise their hands because he's gonna be like, hey! Go to your photo.
There's a.
Okay, so nothing about the makeup?
Notice I did put the highlighter on my cleavage.
Oh, you did? Oh, I see it. It's so voluptuous.
She looks really good in this
when I was in
picture.
Whoa.
I just can't believe you nailed that look.
Yeah,
with everything.
Wasn't he like, oh, retouching is expensive? I don't think any of these photos were retouched. We saw the magazine versus the pictures that they chose last episode. There was a clear difference.
I feel like my face looks too plain.
I would put that up in my living room as artwork.
No, you wouldn't. You literally wouldn't.
Just gives so much attitude. Makeover day. Oh my God, Kimura.
She was just crying and acting a fool and bitching and moaning and being a diva, but a diva in the wrong negative kind of way.
Giselle cried.
Been through hair hell.
Right, exactly.
So I'm gonna make all of you go through the same thing times 100.
What do you think?
I'm actually surprised after you were bragging about being a makeup artist and then every test I gave you, you failed.
Honey, I don't know what that was.
I don't know what it was either.
I know what it was. She's darker skin and y'all don't have makeup that shows up on her skin.
Being an African-American woman, it should be like butter. At the retouching session, your photo was the hardest that we had to do.
It should be like butter. It would be nice if it was like butter, but skin has texture.
Stunning girl. I think she's perfect.
Nicole?
I think she's.
That was weird. Did you see? They had the other
like
pictures
she doesn't
alongside
wanna
this
be
picture.
Then that just bothers me.
You see them? Jay, everything bothers you.
I love the color of her skin, I really do. But up close, she just looked so old.
Ebony just is much too harsh.
I think it's Ebony and Nicole. And I think Nicole is out of here just because she was like, I'm not going home. I'm gonna be wrong probably. We'll see.
8 of you in front of me, but I only have 7 pictures in my hands. And these 7 pictures represent the 7 of you that will still be in the run.
Adrienne looks so bad. It's because she's sick and the makeup doesn't help, but she looks distressed. She needs to go home immediately.
Congratulations.
Shannon Kissy. I'm just surprised Elise wasn't first. I feel like they gassed her picture up the most.
Adrienne, I have to commend you for being here. There is a balance though. And in your quest for winning this contest, just make sure you know how far to push yourself.
Oh, there's a balance, but had you not shown up, you would have been out of here.
Robin, the whole tantrum thing.
She didn't throw a tantrum.
We're only gonna allow one of those.
I think she was kind of like joking around, but kind of being serious. Like, do y'all really have to do this?
And whoever receives this photo will continue on the journey of becoming America's
I
next
don't
top
know.
model.
I feel like it's Ebony. I feel like Nicole's going home.
I think you're so beautiful. The color of your skin is so beautiful, but the texture of your skin needs a lot of work.
How would she do that here?
You're still in the running to becoming
Oh,
America's
Ebony
next top
won. Oh my
model.
god, I was right for once. I was so excited, but like, why?
I don't have any regrets at all. There's definitely a relief.
Oh look, now they're doing an outro confessional. They didn't do this with Katie or Tessa, really. Did they do it with Tessa? I don't remember. But Katie for sure, no. It was just like a voiceover. Whoosh. Look how retouched they are here. Oh my god, I just realized Giselle was wearing the same shirt she wore in the first episode. I think the reason why they keep saying that Ebony's skin looks bad is because they put like a lot of highlighter on her face and she may have larger pores, so it just looks bad when you accentuate it with highlighter. I mean I know this is like super horrible quality, but like looking at her when even like at judging, when she had like the matte colors all over her face, it didn't look like she had texture. And even if she did, let's just say they're right and she does have texture, how would she fix that in what, like 6 weeks at this point? And the whole Adrienne, I cannot This episode was super just grimy. I think that's what I'm gonna title it, just a grimy ass episode. And they said, if you do not show up, we're gonna eliminate you. I don't like that at all. And she just looked like, the makeup was wild. Even behind the makeup, she just looked so distressed. Like, I feel really bad. We all know like what it's like to be sick. I can't imagine having to like run to another hotel room, put on this makeup, run back and stand there for however long they have to stand there. I've heard of like 12 hours before. Now they're learning how to edit a little bit better, because in the first episodes, I couldn't even remember why they eliminated Tessa. I feel like they didn't really say much aside from the photographer saying, I'm not going to teach a model or something like that. The second episode, when Katie left, they kind of just like, oh, you're just like too sexy. I was trying to write down the criteria they got with the photographer in the challenges and then the ones that they got during judging, but I don't even want to do that anymore. I didn't even want to like bring it up because it had like no correlation. I didn't even know like what to say. Most of the guys' feedback was beautiful, nice, awesome, except for Nicole. I don't think he liked, which is so funny because she's just happened to be the one that got eliminated, you know? So again, you can see the storyline starting to build. They showed us Nicole with her boyfriend fighting, and that like led to her not being focused during the competition, and all of a sudden, oh my god, there's like no emotion behind your eyes, even though that's an exact result of the fake reason we made up, like, oh, you just don't really want to be here because your boyfriend or whatever. I thought maybe this season would have not had it, but third episode and we're seeing it, and now I can finally guess who's going home. But like, I hate that J. Manuel from the first episode he was in has always been like, you're really gonna give this up? And he just takes so much offense to the girls not wanting to do something that they want them to do. We're kind of seeing how the show ended up where it ended up, and it's so weird to see like the start. I had a kind of hope for in the beginning, but we're right back to the antics. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.